All right, we're gonna do a word problem. Let's go like the word problem goes like this. Um, Today you want to build a playground, or you want to build an area, whatever you want to build, a garden, whatever that requires fencing. So today's question is this: which area, in comparison to the fences, will be the most economic? Which means that how do you get the most area out of the fence, or which area is best to have the least amount of fencing? Let's take a look at a quick example that everyone can understand. Everyone practice this. That's capitalism. Store A, you can buy six pieces of candy for $1, and in store B, you can buy 10 pieces of candy for $1, assuming that they're the same quality type of candy. Which one is more economic? This one, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use gonna use surface area in comparison to the fence used. Whichever has a larger value wins. Which one is more economic? So let's take a look. You're gonna build a square or a circle. How do you find the surface area of a square? You do, well, okay, this is the thing, this is the circle. It's the sides, right? So the area equals to s squared. And then the area for this one is pi r squared. What about the perimeter? How much is the fencing you have to build? So let's do fencing. Fencing for this one, it will be 4s, 4 sides. And then for this one, this is the formula that you're supposed to remember, 2 pi r. Okay, so if we use $6 in comparison, oh sorry, 6 pieces of candy that required $1. So we can do that. This is the area that required this amount of fencing. So we can do the ratio, or whatever we want to call it. So it'll be s squared over 4s. And then for this one, it will be pi r squared over 2 pi r. Let's simplify. You get s over 4. And then in this one, you get r over 2. Okay, so we have to compare these, right? Like this one, 6 over 1, 10 over 1. But you're like, whoa, how do I do that? These are not even like related whatsoever. It's pretty easy. Let's compare it to something let's change it to something that you can compare. Take a look at this one. This one tells us a story about S and P. This one tells us the story about R and P. So if you can do that, plug it back in, then you'll be great. So let's see. Let's convert this S to, let's solve for S. Okay, so for S for this one, it's P over 4. So S becomes P over 4 over 4. If you simplify, it becomes P over 16. Let's do this one. R equals to P over 2 pi. So this thing becomes P over 2 pi divided by 2, which is P over 4 pi. All right, now let's take a look. Which one is a bigger value? Obviously this one, right? This is 3.14, so the denominator is about 12, and then this one is about 16. Same number divided by 16 versus same number divided by 12. Which number is bigger? It's this one. Okay? So that means that you can, if you use the so right now, if the perimeter is the same, you're going to use the same amount of fencing, then you're going to get a larger area using this thing. Okay, if you don't believe me, let's try it. If we have how much do we have? Let's just say right now we have 100 meters of fence. We want to build a circle and a square. And let's see. So the area based on 100 meters of fence, it would be so if it's 100, so it would be 25 divided by 4, right? 25, 25, 25, 25. So the area for the square will be 25 square. You can plug that in the calculator, you find it. It's not important. All right, now, so you have fencing like this one. So the perimeter over here is 100 divided by 2 pi, where it equals r. So that's, we need the r to find the area that can be built. So r equals to 100 divided by 2 pi, which is 50 pi, 50 over pi, I mean. And then once we have r, we can pi r square that, and then we can find the area. So let's see. Pi area equals to pi, and then 50 square over pi square. So the answer is going to be 2500 divided by pi. Now, ultimately, you have to plug it into the calculator and then see which one is bigger. I'll do that for you. This one is easy. 25 square is 625, everyone know that. So that means that if you have 100 meters of fence, you can build an area that is 625 meters square. Now let's take a look at this one and see what you get. 2500 divided by 3.1415, you actually get the surface area of 795. You get a larger surface area. Okay, so that's a ratio. You get a better ratio for each amount of, or each unit of fencing. Just a better ratio. Circle is better. Okay, all right, that's it.